Welcome grade 7s to No More Hard Maths. Today I'm going to show you some of the most common mistakes learners make when working with fractions, and more importantly, how to avoid them. If fractions have ever confused you, this video is for you. Mistake number 1 is adding denominators. We have 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. One very common mistake is adding the bottom numbers. Learners write 1/2 plus 1/4 as 2 over 6. This is wrong because the denominator shows the size of the pieces. We do not add denominators. Before adding fractions, we must first make the denominators the same. Mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is thinking a bigger denominator means a bigger fraction. Now here, which is bigger? Is it 1 over 4 or 1 over 8? Many learners think 1 over 8 is bigger because 8 is bigger than 4, but this is wrong. The bigger the denominator, the smaller each piece becomes. So 1/4 is bigger. 1/4 is bigger than 1 over 8 because the pieces are larger. Remember, a whole that has 4 pieces is bigger than a whole that has 8 pieces because the 8 pieces are smaller, and for the 4 pieces they are bigger than the 8 pieces. Mistake number 3, not making denominators the same before adding or subtracting. So we have 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Another mistake is trying to add fractions with different denominators directly. We cannot add thirds and quarters without changing them first. We must first make the denominator the same before adding or subtracting. So you must first make it the same before adding or subtracting because they must come from the same whole. Mistake number 4, confusing the numerator and the denominator. So we have 3 over 5. Some learners confuse the top number and the bottom number. The top number is called the numerator. The numerator, first of all, shows how many parts we have, how many parts we are looking at. The bottom one is called the denominator, and this shows how many equal parts make the whole. Do not mix them up, they have different meanings. So the top is the numerator, what we're looking at, and the bottom is the denominator, how many parts form the whole. Then mistake number 5 is not simplifying the final answer. We will have 2 over 4. Another very common mistake is leaving answers like 2 over 4. We must always simplify our fractions. 2 over 4 is the same as 1 over 2. 1/2. Fractions should always be written in their simplest form. So when you write your tests, never leave a fraction like this. Never leave a fraction like this. You will get a wrong. You must always simplify it. Mistake number 6, multiplying fractions incorrectly. We have 1 over 2 times 1 over 3. Some learners multiply fractions by adding the numbers or mixing them up. When we multiply fractions, we multiply the top numbers together and we multiply the bottom numbers together. So 1/2 times 1/3 is 1 over 6 and not 2 not 2 over 6. This is right. So multiplying fractions, always multiply the top with the top and the bottom with the bottom. Mistake number 7, dividing fractions without understanding, flip and multiply. That's a rule in maths. So we have 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 4. Many learners memorize flip and multiply without understanding it. They sometimes flip the wrong fraction or multiply incorrectly. When dividing fractions, we flip the second fraction and then multiply. But it is very important to understand why we are doing this, not just memorize it. Mistake number 8, turning mixed numbers into improper fractions incorrectly. So we will have 2.5. Another common mistake is changing mixed numbers incorrectly. Some learners write 2.5 as 2 over 2, which is wrong. To change a mixed number into an improper fraction, we multiply the whole by the denominator, and then we add the numerator. So 2.5 becomes, so 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 becomes 5 over 2. So always when you get mixed fractions and you want an improper fraction, you always times the whole with the denominator and then you add the numerator. And then common mistake number 9, we have comparing fractions incorrectly. Which is bigger? Which is bigger? Is it 2 over 3 or 3 over 5? Some learners compare only the top numbers or only the bottom numbers. This does not work. To compare fractions, we must either make the denominators the same or use cross multiplication. We cannot just guess by looking at the numbers. Mistake number 10, forgetting what a fraction really means. The biggest mistake of all is forgetting what a fraction really means. A fraction is simply a part of a whole. Simply a part of a whole. That is a fraction. Many learners memorize rules, but they don't understand the meaning behind the numbers. When you understand that a fraction is part of a whole, all the other rules become easier to remember and use correctly. Most fraction mistakes happen because learners rush, panic, or memorize without understanding. If you slow down, understand what a fraction means, and follow the correct steps, fractions can actually become much easier. If you are struggling with fractions, don't worry, you are not alone. Follow for more grade 7 maths explained, and if there is any topic you don't understand, please reach out and we will tackle it together. Thank you, grade 7s. Enjoy maths.